Welcome back, children. Now we are going to see formulas which are helpful for you to complete your exercise 11.2 three-dimensional geometry. Okay. The first formula says these are all formulas related to lines. Okay. First one, equation of a line passing through a point and parallel to a vector. Okay, a line is there, it passes through a point. We'll take that point as a vector, and it is also parallel to a vector called as b vector. Then what is the equation of this line? This is our line. Okay, it passes through a point and it is parallel to another line b vector. We have two forms of equation. One is vector form, another one is called as Cartesian form. Vector form completes with I, j, k. Cartesian forms with x, y and z. Vector form r vector equals a vector plus lambda into b vector. R vector equal to a vector plus lambda into b vector. A vector is a point, b vector we are going to take the direction of this vector for our line. So this is direction. This is a point, this is the direction. I mentioned it. This a vector is a point and this refers to the direction or direction ratio. Okay. Now Cartesian form. X minus x1 by a, y minus y1 by b, z minus z1 by c, where a, b, c are direction ratios. A, B, C are direction ratios. Okay. If direction cosines are given, the same formula can be written as x minus x1. What letter we use for direction cosines? You tell me. What is it generally we use a letter for direction cosines? L, M and N. You can make a note. L, M, N are direction cosines. Okay. There are two forms of writing the equation. One is vector form, another one is Cartesian form. Okay. This is the equation. This is the equation. This is the equation of a line passing through a point and parallel to a vector. Okay. This vector form and this is a Cartesian form. Here x1, y1, z1 is a point. The a vector point, we will write it in the component form x1, y1, z1. Okay. When doing sums, we will be able to know this. The second equation of a line equation of a line passing through 2 points. Now we are going to find equation of a line which passes through 2 points, a vector and b vector. Here a and b are called as points. Okay. Now we are going to find the equation of this line which passes through 2 points, a and b. Okay. We'll write the equation. Again, vector form. R vector equals a vector plus lambda into b minus a. We know, do you remember the direction ratio formula? When 2 points are given, the second point minus the first point, x1 minus x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, the same thing. Here this is the direction, this is the point. Then Cartesian form, x minus x1 by x2 minus x1, y minus y1 by y2 minus y1 equal to z minus z1 by z2 minus z1. Make a note of this. Vector form goes with I, j, k. When you do the sums, you will come to know. This completes with x, y, z. Okay. Passing through one point and parallel to a vector. So direction is taken from this line. Okay. Here passing through 2 points. So one point you can choose and then lambda into the difference, so that this will give the direction ratio. It's the same direction ratio. Next, 1 point, 2 point is over. Now we have an equation of a line passing through 3 points. So equation of a line passing through 3 points. Equation of a line passing through 3 points. Okay, our line is there. Now it is passing through A, B and C. Now how to write the equation for this? So there are two forms. Vector form is R vector equals A vector 1 point plus lambda into, very good, the same continuation, B vector minus A vector plus mu into, because we have used lambda, so mu into C minus A. That's all. Okay. I'll erase this. This is going to confuse you. Okay. So A vector plus lambda into B minus A. This is one direction. This also gives a direction. Next, Cartesian form. Cartesian form is x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1, by x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, x3 minus x1, y3 minus y1, z3 minus z1 equals 0. Okay, this is the equation of a line passing through 3 points. Okay, right. Children, next, the lines equation, we are going to see angle between two lines. You are given with two lines. Okay, you are trying to find the angle between these lines. One line equation is R vector equal to A vector, A1 vector plus lambda B1 vector. The second line equation is R vector equal to A2 vector plus mu into B1 vector. We know A1, A2 refers to the point, B1, B2 are referring to the directions. Okay, now how to find the angle between these? We know there are two forms, vector form and Cartesian form. Vector form is angle cos theta equals modulus of B1 dot B2 by modulus of B1 vector into modulus of B2 vector. B1 dot B2 by modulus of B1 modulus of B2. How to remember this? We have a formula, right? A dot B formula. What is that? A dot B equal to modulus of A vector modulus of B vector cos theta, right? In that, if you want to find cos theta, what will you write? A dot B divided by modulus of A vector modulus of B vector equals cos theta, right? The same thing I have written here. Cos theta is going to be a positive value, so we'll write, we are taking modulus B1 dot. Here there are two lines are there, so we are taken the directions. Okay, Cartesian form. Cos theta equal to determinant of A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 divided by root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. This is a formula, Cartesian form, where A1, A2, A1, B1 and C1 are direction ratios of one line, or we'll take the first line because we have two lines, right? And A2, B2, C2 are direction ratios of second line. Okay, A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 divided by root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square root of. Okay, do you remember this formula? A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2 equals 0. Just recall. Okay, yes, when you are teaching perpendicular, we will learn that. Right, children, noted this. Now we move on to, we are going to see the shortest distance between lines. I'll erase this one. That is the last part of the exercise 11.2. So I told you the way to remember this formula too. A dot B formula, modulus of A modulus of B cos theta, that you can remember. Next, shortest distance between two skew lines. This is the last part we are going to write. Shortest distance between two lines, or you can write two skew lines. First you should know what is skew lines. The same formula. Okay, two lines, it may be intersecting line. Okay, you're going to find the shortest distance between these two lines. Okay, what is the skew lines called as? Skew lines are non-intersecting, non-parallel lines. See, you take two planes, you draw one line in this one, the other line in the next plane. These two lines are called as skew lines. They never intersect because they are in the different planes and they are not parallel. Yeah, it is in one direction, this is in one direction. So such lines are called as skew lines. Skew lines are called as non-intersecting. They will not never intersect. Why? Because they are drawn in a different plane. Imagine you have two walls, so you draw one line on the floor, one line on the ceiling. It will never intersect. Non-intersecting lines, non-parallel. Okay, these lines are called as skew lines. This is a general line. Okay, when two lines are there, you know how to find the. We are going to learn how to find the shortest distance between these two lines. Okay, what is the other part of the line? When this is non-parallel lines, we are going to learn. Next part is parallel lines. We are going to learn shortest distance formula. We are going to write. The formula says if the two equations are the same way, a1 vector plus lambda b1 vector. This is the equation of the one line. Then r vector a2 vector plus mu into b1 vector, b2 vector. So this is actually point. These are the direction and two lines equations I have shown here. Now the shortest distance d equal to modulus of b1 vector cross b2 vector dot a2 vector minus a1 vector by modulus of b1 vector cross b2 vector. Okay, this b1 b2 are the directions of for one line and the first line and the second line. This a2 minus a2 is a pointer, the difference between the points. Then modulus of b1 cross b2. This is vector form of the find the distance. Okay, next we are going to see shortest distance between parallel lines. This is non-parallel lines. So next, shortest distance between parallel lines. What do you see same in parallel lines? Directions will be same. So when you write an equation, r vector equal to a1 vector plus lambda b vector. Next one is r vector equal to a2 vector plus mu into b vector, because they will be the same direction, correct? So direction will be same. It passes through a1 vector, this passes through a2 vector. Direction of the vectors are b vectors, b vector, it will be same. Now you can, with this formula you can write the shortest distance between these two lines is modulus of, we don't have b and b1 b2, we have only b. So b vector dot a2 vector minus a1 vector by modulus of b vector. That's all. B vector dot b vector cross a2 vector minus a1 vector divided by modulus of b vector. Okay, this gives the, this is a formula to find the shortest distance between parallel lines. Okay, here we have only the directions will be same, so we have only b. Here we have two directions. Okay, let's just compare and learn. You can easily remember. This is required formulas for 11.2. Now you can start doing 11.2 exercise. Thank you, children.